Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, my stream shat itself because my modem is made out of wood. Um, Continuing from where I left off. Uh, yeah, it's just best to have just a not too many and not too little of, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't want to have too many cards to the point where you're drawn to something that you don't need and it's not going to help you out. And that's basically what I was saying. Um, you don't want to like have too many monsters and you don't want to have too many traps and spells, but I just have a reasonable amount of spells that will help me and spells that I do need, and then I have a reasonable amount of traps that I do need and traps that are just good enough to, like, these 3 Phoenix chains are not that needed in the deck, but they help out a lot, so that's why I'm running these 3. But these other cards are pretty much needed for these frogs. So when it comes to spells and traps, it's all about your judgment and what you want to do with them. So yeah, it's completely up to the person making the deck, because you can make a freaking deck made out of like 60 cards or 50 something. I think 60 is the limit, but like, you don't want to make a 60 deck card if not every card will help you out when you draw it, and that's basically all that is. And back to the profile. I think I covered Trade Toad. Basically, trade a frog on your field to special summon a frog in your graveyard. That's all Trade Toad is for. Treeborn Frog is if he's in your graveyard and you have no cards on your field when it's your standby phase and your next turn, you can special summon him from the graveyard on your side of the field. And he's also used to be like, if he's in the graveyard and I get my Fusion Death Frog out, he will get an additional 500 attack to his attack points. So that's good. So he has 2,500 attack points, but with a Death Frog in the graveyard, it'll bounce it up to 3,000. So that's really good, I believe. I don't know. I'm really bad at math. But last monster we have is Unifrog, and Unifrog is cool because if there's another frog, like, he can attack your opponent directly every time, no matter what. That's his effect. But if there's other frogs in the field, I can destroy spell or traps. Okay, spell or traps. Just one though. If your opponent has spell or traps on their side, I can destroy one if I have additional frogs on my side of the field. So yeah, that's the deck. I wouldn't say it's done yet. I am gonna test it out, but I don't want to say it's done. It could probably be tweaked or someone can make it better. But this is just what I have for now. But I have messed with it like a couple of times. Okay, so let's go ahead and look into the extra deck. The extra deck is like, besides Death Frog and a couple of others, I just decided just to fill it. You know, it doesn't have to be 15 cards. It could be any amount you wish, but I just was like, I'll just fill it with whatever I can find. Besides Death Frog, we have a bunch of XYZs. So I got Armored Kappa because he can discard cards from the material he has attached to him to get either 1,000 attack or defense. I would usually go for defense because eventually he'll have about 3,000 defense, so that's really good. I have Cat Shark in here. I really don't even know what Cat Shark does. I didn't even read his ability. I just noticed that he was a ring